you tired of going to the gym but not building muscle? Of course you are. Why do you even ask? I'm recently going to a local gym and a lot of people come to me. They are very frustrated and they are like,
I've been training all these years and still
nothing.
What should I do?
In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things that I personally use to build muscle faster than I could ever do. So stay until the end because most of the people that ask me were not doing them. And most probably you are not doing them too. And trust me, I may not be a scientist. Actually, I'm gonna become a computer engineer in a year. But I think that doesn't really help. Except from the fact that I know how to research stuff and learn them on my own. Anyways, let's get right into it. Tip number 1 is based on my own research, we know that approximately the last 5 reps are the most important ones for muscle growth. As we can see on the force velocity graph, the highest force output happens when velocity is the lowest, which is at those last failure sets, and more force velocity output means more mechanical tension, which is the primary driver of muscle growth. So if you don't go close to failure, you will lose all those gains. And now you are gonna tell me, no mate, I'm training to failure. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but most probably you and me, we are not training to failure. And I want you to imagine that for every rep you are doing, you are getting $1 million. Most probably you are gonna do more reps. So next time you are doing your set, you can think this way. It will most probably help you. Tip number 2 is resting longer. So sit down, drink your coffee, it's empty, and then train. Seriously, 30 seconds or 1 minute is not enough when you want to grow. If you train like we talked in the previous step to failure or at least close to failure, your muscles will not be ready in just 30 seconds or 1 minute. I know if you are going to train after not resting enough, you are gonna feel your muscles very pumped and that lactic acid burning and feeling nice, thinking that this way you're gonna grow. But this is not how you are actually going to grow. You are just gonna fatigue your muscles and damage them. What you want to do to grow is, as we talk in step number 1, is to push yourself to failure, have high force output and high mechanical tension. And to have that happen, you need to let your muscles rest enough so you can push on your next set harder than you could ever do and force muscle growth to happen. So I personally rest around 2 to 3 minutes, but sometimes I may start conversations or something and go until 5 minutes. And the last tip is training with higher frequency. So what I suggest you and what I'm doing, I'm training each muscle more frequently in my week. Now you're gonna ask me, why does it help? How I'm gonna do that? I have all these muscles on my body. Let me explain. The reason I like training with higher frequency is because if you go and do one workout, let's say chest workout of 10 or 15 sets, your last sets will not be that effective because your chest will already get tired from all the other sets. And as we know, the first sets, and especially the first set, is the most important one because it's the one that we are more fresh. So instead of doing all your sets in one day and having those last sets that are not that productive, you can split your training and your sets into different days, like 2 to 4 days a week. With that way, you're gonna be able to train each muscle when you are fresh. And being more fresh means more force output, training closer to failure, having higher mechanical tension, and eventually more gain. And how to do it? There are a lot of different splits like upper, lower, full body. Just make sure you are well rested when you are going to train your muscles. These are all the tips that I'm doing, and if you want to know if it's better to train with lighter or heavier weights, click this video right here. I know you're gonna like it. Why aren't you clicking it?